Can you be a bit more precise? How come you didn't feel like home anymore?
It didn't feel right. We don't really listen to the power metal, the straightforward, simple stuff that much, any of us in the band. So it was a matter of changing what we do into something we really enjoy, or then do as many albums as the contract requires and then quit and start doing something different, like a different project. But of course this Sonata Arctica means a world for everybody in the band, and so it really wasn't an option, so we needed to change. But, I don't think it changed. It wasn't all that dramatic, and you never know. Next album might be a little bit more mellow, change-wise, you know, slightly back, but it's not going to be power metal, anyways.
But when did you know during the recordings and during the songwriting that you had found a new direction? Was it
I think
immediately with Paid in?
I think I had already written songs for a year or a year and a half or something when we started rehearsing for the studio, and then it like struck me when you have to actually put the songs together enough so that everybody can play them, and we started playing. This is cool, a bit more rock, kind of. And there are more like Queen elements than, for example, from Stratovarius, which used to be the biggest influence for us. So it definitely started feeling better for everybody in the band. But at the same time, it was kind of worrying, of course, that what people will think, because they are not like any more of those songs there.
But were you afraid to do it, maybe, or was it just fuck it?
There was no. It was jump out of the window or burn type of thing. So we had a parachute, so it's smarter to jump out.
And it's called this album. That's your parachute now. This album.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. There are a lot of people. Of course, there are some people who only like the power metal aspect of Sonata Arctica, but it has never been the essence, at least how I see it. This power metal straightforward things. There has always been something different happening at the same time. So there were some people who were disappointed, of course, because there are no more of these that kind of stuff. But then there are the other half, and completely new group of people who have never liked Sonata Arctica before, and now they really like our music because of this album.
What is the best thing you've heard that people said about this album? What made you feel good? That some review or someone said to you?
Everything good feels good, of course. But it's weird that you hear one bad thing and you need to hear like 10 or 20 good things to kind of.
So what's the bad thing you've heard? Name me one bad thing that it really.
Well, these songs and this album, these are my children basically. So any bad word hurts. So I can't just say one bad thing. It's everything and anything bad hurts.
Okay.
But then, in the end, I'm already in a place where what I think and what the guys in the band think, it's the thing that matters the most.
When did you first? When were you first aware of the existence of wolves?
Wolves? Well, they've been around way longer than I have been. So.
No, but I mean for you as a child, or?
Well, I think wolves. When I was a bit older, actually, when I was like a teenager, I think, and I started liking wolves. They were like kind of mystical animals, and but I've never seen one. But when I was like 20-something, I saw one in the zoo. But that's the only thing. Would be actually pretty scary to see one in the wild. They are evading people, of course. They are try to keep away from people if everything is okay. But then when we started this band and the first album came out, and there started to be in these wolf songs. Like each album has at least one wolf song.
How come? Well,
I don't know. It just happened. Like first album, it is Full Moon is basically it's a werewolf song, but still a wolf song, and then Wolf and Raven on Silence, and then The Cage on Winterheart's Guild. So it just slowly, gradually became our mascot, kind of totem animal type thing, and it's cool. You need to have something. You can always print on if you have no idea what to put on a shirt or something, wolf.